Welcome to Duke United Show, and this is the match reaction. Manchester United have won in the EFL Cup semi-finals. They are into the second leg comfortably 3-0 up. 3-0 up, doing exactly what they came to do. And Garth, it was a job done. It was simple. In the end, good job that goal. The equaliser didn't count because that was a good piece of play. And you know what? I didn't realize how good they were in attack. Like the certain players they have, they're pretty quick, pretty decent, to be fair. That Brennan, when we were talking about them, we were talking about them earlier. We're talking about this guy, Brennan Johnson. I was thinking, how's he got 6? And now I know why. And also, he looked good, but so did what's his name, didn't he? The goal scorer on the Surridge. It was good as well. So I
thought that Morgan Gibbs-White looked exceptional as well, mate. I thought he looked really of all of them. I thought he looked well good, and I hope he isn't injured for too long for Nottingham Forest's sake. So
he gave Casemiro a bit of a torrid today. He done well. But look, 3-0 clean sheet. Players got run outs. Players had good games. To be fair, certain players had some good games. We took it to them, made sure we just got the job done professionally. I was happy with that. It's even job done by 55 minutes, and I ended up going to sleep. I didn't mean to, but I ended up falling asleep as they chilled out in the rest of the game. So like dozing off while you're watching that. We've won the game. They feel they've won the game as well. It's just a little chill, but yeah, it was nice. It was nice. How did you see the game?
Great performances from certain players on the pitch who needed a good performance. We'll get into Antony in a bit. I don't think he was as good as other people were saying, but it was all right. Good, just a solid job, well done. Tenar's got to be happy with that. Like you said, got some rotation players in there, getting their minutes under their belts as well, resting some players considering we've got a game at the weekend. And listen, I mean, that's 1 3/4 feet into the final. Let's face it, if we throw away a 3-0 lead at Old Trafford, I can't. So, like I said to you off stream, mate, Tenar, by the looks of things, first trophy available, he's in the final for it. And you cannot grumble at that. So, very pleased.
Yeah, he continues to do the right things, play the right players. And look, now we're getting used to knowing what type of manager he is and getting closer and closer to the starting lineups as well. So, I think my only starting lineup difference, let me just take a look at what I had. I'm sure I put it in there, didn't I? Malacia, Lindelof, Maguire, McTominay. No, this isn't even it.
Yeah, that ain't it, mate.
Yeah, Varane, Shaw, Malacia. No, this isn't it. I didn't even write it, did I? I broke it, if you remember.
We had the backup goalkeeper in, but you had we had Maguire in. You also had Malacia in. No, I didn't. You had Malacia in there. You went with the strongest midfield possible again. So you had pretty much spot on. Yeah, pretty much spot on, mate.
Pretty good. Corker's degree says 49 says big win Wembley. Here we come. You know it, mate. You know it. We are going to Wembley, and I can say it from now with my chest out. We're going Wembley. Simple as that. We're going Wembley. We can't be missing this up. Can't be messing this up. And Newcastle ain't no joke either. If they get through, we should be able to beat them. No, if we're on our game, we should beat them. And this is the thing, innit? It's if we're on our game. We're not playing someone where if we're on our game and they're not on their game, we're gonna win. It's if we're in our game, we should win the cup. Simple as that. We should be winning that. So I'm loving what I'm seeing at the moment. Rashford continues. I started to say, listen, is this guy think he's Mbappe now? Like is his first name Kylian or something? Is he going around telling everyone I'm Kylian Rashford? Because he is turning into him. Anyway, he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. He continues doing this. I was like, he'll probably get 30 goals this year. He'll probably get 30 goals. If he can do that, he's put himself in them levels. Like 30 goals in a season is no joke. So, and it's not even as a striker. That's ridiculous. Seriously. So, continue doing what you're doing. Continue doing what you are doing, lad. You are on fire. But
Well, what's he already on? He's already on 18, isn't he? Yeah, 18. Yeah.
That's mad.
Well on his way, mate. Yeah, well on his way. If he keeps this form up, mate, keeps this form up, he could even be looking at proper over 30, 35, 40 season, mate. So. That'd be incredible.
You have to really be on it, but he could really if he continues.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He's on course to get high 30s. Yeah. if at the very best, I would say high 30s is the highest he's going to go. But look, man, as long as you got someone like that in the side, while we're still trying to figure out certain things about our game, which are little niggles at the moment, I don't mind as long as we keep winning along the way. And the games where it really matters is where them kind of differences will count. And at the moment, I think we're okay. We're all right at the moment. So yeah. So let's see. Is there anything you noticed in the game that you want to mention and talk about before we go into the ratings?
I think tactically we were excellent today. Ten Hag got everything right again. After I was complaining the last game, I thought we made some mistakes. I think it's fair to now big him up for getting everything spot on. They could not handle us for that first 20 minutes until they made their formation switch to the 4-4-1-1. They literally couldn't. Like, look what Rashford did to that back line, just absolutely terrorised them. I will say this, for a 3-0 win, there was still a lot of sloppy play from us on the pitch. And it's them little bits that once we tune that out of our game, my word, this team could be really firing. Just sloppy passes, sloppy control. It didn't affect us today. But I do wonder if that goal that they scored was allowed, what the difference would have been, you know what I mean? But no, listen, fantastic. Ten Hag quality. I think both our fullbacks were excellent today. After, again, Wan-Bissaka, I thought he had a torrid timing. It was also excellent again today. And our midfield is just the difference with Casemiro in there. Even though this wasn't his best game by a long way,
needs to be in there.
It's ridiculous, the difference, man. It just frees up everything else. So yeah, I'm pleased. I couldn't be more pleased with that result. I really couldn't. I think the result itself, like I say, we'll get into things I've got to talk about players when we do the player ratings. But what a win! Absolutely, just demoralised them for the return leg. And yeah, like I said at the start, one trophy available thus far. It looks like Ten Hag's got us into the finals to have a look at it. So. Can't grumble, mate.
Buzzing. Let's go into the player ratings. Make sure you get your comments in as well when we're talking about the player ratings, and we'll read them out for you. But first up, Mr. David De Gea, who gets another game instead of getting a rest.
And another clean sheet as well. This is what I mean. This is what I was going to get into. It's like it was a 3-0 win, but there are some ratings that people might think are harsh. I mean, I'm going a 6, high 6 to a 7 for De Gea, but yeah, they go 6 because he had nothing to do. He made a couple of good saves, you know what I mean? And that's it, really. So yeah, it's not that it's a bad 6. It's just that if you've got nothing to do, I can't really give you high numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, but another solid game, clean sheet. His distribution is. Sometimes this is what I've noticed the other game. He's passing balls without looking, expecting players to be there. You saw the one from Malacia. And he's saying like you should be there. And I agree with De Gea on that one. He should have been there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
if he's not there,
no, I know he's not looking though, is he? That's what I'm saying. He's not looking. He's just playing it into areas now. Yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah, solid 6 for him.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly what you said. Not much to do. Again, he does look shaky when he's got the ball. It's like. Like his stance and the way he is, he just doesn't look like he wants it, and he doesn't look comfortable in that position. It's like, what are you doing? Just give it to someone, please, so that you don't have the ball at your feet, please. Like just please, just do it. So that's what it is. The difference is when I see when Ramsdale was on it last game, or when I see Ederson, or Alisson, you see that they're just comfy on the ball. They just look like they're players on the ball, and he ain't got that. It looks like he just looks like 100% like a keeper, a traditional keeper trying to play football. And he's never going to get to them levels, I don't think. So yeah, but I
tell you what player would have been absolutely phenomenal in this era now, Fabian Barthez, because that guy's always thought he was an outfield player, mate, and he loved the ball at his feet. So do you remember the friendly where he played left wing? We literally annoyed. Apparently, Alex Ferguson's got this great story. He said like. For 70 minutes, I got Fabian Barthez in my ear saying, "Bring me on, Gaffer, bring me on. I'll play up front, I'll play." So I put him on the left wing for 20 minutes. I think he's like against Perth or someone. So, but yeah. No, listen, I agree with you entirely. He's not comfortable with the ball at his feet. We all know that. But at least he's trying. And the problem is, and this is now the problem with De Gea, I don't think we should sell him because I don't know who else is out there. But if Ten Hag's going to play this system, we are going to need a goalkeeper that can play with his feet. Well, we are. And that's a shame.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go on to Mr. Wan-Bissaka.
Imperious performance today, mate. Imperious performance from him. I thought he had a torrid time against Arsenal. I really did. I know that other people thought it wasn't as bad, but yeah, solid 7 for him today. Absolute solid 7 for him today. You could, if he'd done something a little extra, could have got an 8. But yeah, solid 7. Calm on the ball, couple of lovely passes into the centre of the pitch. Out of position a couple of times, to be fair, because obviously he's playing this whatever Ten Hag wants with the fullbacks sitting in the centre.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, solid game for him. Can't grumble. He must be happy with himself. And again, the resurgence is coming on leaps and bounds. So yeah, solid.
Yeah, I've given him exactly the same. Aaron Bissaka, just for me, I just feel really comfortable defensively, and I just feel like nobody's gonna beat him. Like nobody's gonna beat him, and as long as he just keeps the ball well, like he's been doing. And anytime he gets in a challenge with someone, he's pretty much there all the time. Even the guy was much faster than him, like trying to pace him, but you knew he was going to stay there and still be in the way and make it difficult for him to score. So I was never worried. I was like, that's still Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't care if the guy's fast. He's going to catch up to the ball, get there first. But it's AWB, it's spider legs. So he ain't letting nothing go through without his leg on it. So yeah. It just continues to do the right things. I'm just happy. We've got him in here because he's solid right back. So well done, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Once again, you're back on it. You're consistent as hell, and you can shut everyone up. Anyone who wants to say anything, shut them up. Because defensively, you're the man, and that's what we think about players. Players defensively, first and foremost, defenders got to defend, and that's why I give him that. Lindelof.
Very shaky. Of all the players, the most shaky in the first half, grew into the game. But yeah, that couple of mistakes for him. So if I'm giving Wan-Bissaka a 7, it's got to be a 6 for Lindelof. It has to be a 6 for Lindelof.
Exactly what I gave him, to be fair. I gave him a 6. The same reason why. Again, it's just one of them things where, like when you're caught with 2 at the back and you just feel a little bit like, yeah, he's here for the taking. But he's never really taken like mad, like getting ripped. But it's like if somebody can rip him, they will rip him. Or get a shot. If someone can get a shot off, they will get a shot off. And I don't like that. I like the fact that other players will go in. I'm going to talk a bit about Martinez as well, because he was a bit rash with a few challenges today, but that's the way he plays. And sometimes he's going to get beaten like that, but we'll talk about him after. But yeah, Lindelof, other than that, is good on the ball, moving the ball pretty well, positionally okay. And this is what he's here for, to be a squad player, to let others have a rest off at times and come in and do a job. Overall, he done an okay job, to be fair. So yeah.
If he played as well as he did in the second half in the first, you're talking a 7. But it was a shaky first half from him. So that's the only reason I'm dropping him down.
Martinez, what are you giving him?
And that he's getting a 7 for, that's what I'm saying. He was better for me. I know it's all about the challenges. That one where he come flying back in real time, I was like, oh no, Lisandro. But it was actually the ball hit his knee before he took the man out. You know what I mean? So I agree with you entirely. I mean, I'm not going to still be funny with what you're going to say, but yeah, I said this at the start, 100%. With the way he plays, not only are mistakes going to happen, you're going to see cards coming for him as well. So.
Yeah, look, he doesn't dive in all the time. He has to go in sometimes, and he's gonna get beat. So it's not like, what are you doing? It's a thing of just take him as he is. He's gonna go in full blazing, all guns blazing, trying to win the ball, and more often than not, he's winning it. Most of his headers he won on the ball. He's very composed, does everything he needs to do. He keeps that ball ticking, and he rarely loses the ball at the back. So for me, I'll deal with that, because you can't expect a performance where there's never a mistake whatsoever. You're going to have some kind of mistake at some point in the game. You're going to have some misplaced pass or some cutout ball, someone beating you once in a while. So to be fair, look, other than that time when you got beat, he was pretty much unbelievable. I just love what I see. I love him being at the back and seeing him there.
Gary never gave man of the match, didn't he? So he thought he was that good. So listen, he's definitely. We all know that if anyone who's watched us for a while, that I was very dubious about bringing in a centre back of his height. But every game, apart from the first one, he's proved me wrong each week, and he's growing into his role. He's growing into this team, and I tell you something for nothing. He's got captain material written all over him. He really has. Bruno's captain. There's no two ways about it. But this man's a leader on the field.
Yeah, he is no two ways about it. Even if he doesn't have the armband, he's a captain.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's fine. Malacia.
Very impressed with Malacia. It's only a 7 again, but it's a very high 7 for me. Like, very impressed with him today. What I love, he is a proper, like, he's got, do you know who he reminds me of? Not in the ability, but the way he plays football is like Wayne Rooney, street baller, got a bit of nasty side to him, but he's got a bit of silk here and there as well. Obviously, I'm not saying he's like Wayne Rooney, like the play, but you know what I mean, like the
he has that,
the essence of him.
Exactly what you mean. He has that thing about him where I'm gonna mention about him anyway. So
superb performance, Nathan. Considering he's now a rotation player, great option, absolutely fantastic option. Really is one of the most astute signings that Ten Hag made. 12.5 mil, weren't it in the end? English. So
the good thing is you've got to have two players of similar ability playing, and whoever plays is going to be great. And that's, I think we got that right back and left back now. I think Shaw and Malacia, I don't care who plays, and if Delo plays or Wan-Bissaka plays, I don't care. I'm not bothered. So I like that thought in my mind. And then you're talking about Shaw or Martinez at centre back as well. Now I don't care. So it doesn't really matter with some of the areas that we've got. We need to do that with all the areas. And But as for Malacia, he's really, really good today. Not many mistakes whatsoever. And I like the way he just maneuvers out of trouble. Like, like he'll drop a shoulder when players are right on him to just move out of trouble, or we'll just wait till the last second and just like cut in and then just play it to someone and use his other foot. He's a great manipulator of the ball. He loves what you can see. He loves it as well, and he's very confident at doing it. And we're not used to that. We used to having players who can't keep the ball under pressure, can't maneuver out of trouble or work an angle to play it. This guy's got all the angles. He knows, he's got a brain, and I love what I'm seeing from him. Today was one of his better games as well. I mean, like in the overall full game, he was on it. He was on it, and didn't give no one change at all.
Nothing. I'd go as far as saying that this is his best game for us since those early games where he was exceptional. So
well, you know what? He did have a great game against City, just gone.
Yeah.
And he did have a great game against Liverpool early on in the season, like you're saying. So that
the early time. Yeah.
So, and today was another very, very good game. So, you know what? He's growing into being a United player again. You're getting used to the Premier League, understanding what kind of levels of ability is up against him. And he's adjusted in games as well. So remember when Saka got the better of him early on in the first game of the season, and then he got better as the game went on. And that's why I would have played him at left back against Arsenal and Shaw in the centre back. And then Martinez, I would have put in there instead of McTominay in the central defensive midfielder slot.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I thought you could say it.
In there. So, yeah.
No. Listen, I wanted McTominay in there, but in retrospect, 100%, I agree with you there. Yeah, Martinez should have played CDMs in that game.
Yeah, why not? Just try him in there. If he's going to be as calm and collected as he is at the back, and it's just a few yards further forward, I think he could do that. Casemiro.
Not his best game today, but still the class oozing. Even made a couple of mistakes. Morgan Gibbs-White gave him a couple of times, knocks him off the ball, nicked the ball for him. It's a 6 for him, for me, Casemiro. But it's, again, we miss him so badly. You almost want to give him an extra point because of what he brings to the team. So, yeah, it's a 7. I'm lying. It's a 7, mate. It's hard to give him
I'm stuck between the two.
Yeah, this is a 6.9. This is what this is. This is a 6.9, mate.
I ain't giving him a 7 because he lost the ball. I know it's a foul. I think one of them was a foul as well. One of them he just got dragged.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was.
Not a foul. But then he lost the ball as well. Where the same thing what happened pretty much at Everton happened in this game where he went to play it and then Gibbs-White steals it off him from behind, and I'm like, Cass, man, you know where the man is. Well, you're gonna not give me any ammunition. You're gonna give the flipping Partey people ammunition to bring you down to his level, mate. Stop it, mate. Stop it. Don't do that. You heard our conversations or something, and now you got to live up to it. Come on, just play your game, Cass. I know I spoke your name wrong. Sorry, mate. So I got to delete that.
This is how we say it over here. Casemiro.
Casemiro, mate.
Listen, I mean, who was it? The second goal, he lovely pass through for our second goal for Antony. And then, but again, again, I can't just talk about all the great stuff without picking out some of the faults of his game today. But listen, magnificent player, just wasn't his best game for us. That's all.
Yeah, Eriksen.
I thought Ericsson was outstanding today when he was on the pitch. Well. Do you know? I was actually going 8, Nathan. I'm going 8 with Ericsson. I thought he was exceptional on the pitch today. I could see a 7 as well. I just think when he's on form, when he's playing,
probably man of the match. Probably man of the match then.
Probably then. Yeah, thinking about it, he is. No, I'll go that far. For me, Ericsson's the man of the match, definitely. And that's no assists, no goals. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I thought he really made our team tick. He chased down all over the pitch, hit the bar. Lord, that was lovely as well. If that had gone in, oh my word. He's just oozes class. He definitely plays better with Casemiro behind him as well. Instead, so then he ain't got to worry about his defensive duties as much. And yeah, I think he deserved to come off when he came off for a little bit of a rest. You know what I mean? Because he'd done his job. He'd literally held out that midfield all game. Like Daniello, you forgot he was playing. I will say the other one there, the Scarpa, he was quite good though. But yeah, like kept him at bay because of his attacking threat all game. So
yeah, Ericsson class once again. Like you say, it just looked like all the passes were on point today throughout the whole team pretty much, and everyone was looking pretty good. Ericsson, one of them, one of the better as well of all of them. And if that goes in, man, that whipped shot, great whipped shot. And he's just so comfortable in there, and just you can see the difference in our football now. Everyone's making moves, everyone's playing in a structure, and that was like we were full press on these guys today. We were really going at it, making sure that we get that comfortable lead so that we can go into Old Trafford and not have any hiccups. And Ericsson was instrumental in that. So Ericsson, you get a 7 from me. Like I say, from 55 minutes onwards, I kind of fell asleep. So I didn't really see it for me. But
you must have, you missed a bit there. Did you miss the bit where from their corner they play it back to the goalkeeper and he literally just chased the entire pitch and put their goalkeeper under pressure? Because that was the second half, mate. Like that's what I mean about him. All game he was chasing everything, lost causes. Wonderful game from him. So
yeah, I didn't even see that bit. To be fair, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think that was late in the second half. To be fair, so before he came off,
like every time my son, I kind of like woke up out of my. He was like, Wan-Bissaka, did you see that? Wan-Bissaka got out. Did you see Wan-Bissaka do that? So he was like, man of the match, Wan-Bissaka for me. That's what he was like. So Mrs. just gave me a little pancake here. So.
All right, Dr. Disrespect. I mean,
thank you. Right, so Bruno Fernandes.
Well, I didn't want to cut you off, but you said everyone's passing was on point today. I was about to say, apart from one bloke, mate, this is when it gives what you're saying about the ammunition applied. This is the sort of game that gives the ammunition to the Bruno out crowd because he misplaced a lot of passes today, but then he still scored his 100th goal or assist for Man United, his 100th goal contribution since he's been here. Madness stats. Still scored, but yeah, it's a 6 for me as well, Nate. 100%, mate. A lot of misplaced passes, especially in the first half. A lot of flicks and tricks that weren't needed as well, like back heels are going into no man's land. But listen, like that's his game. That's his game, mate. And you've got to put up with it. And I'm happy to put up with it for the fact that he's got 100 goal contributions. Exactly. This is the bit I don't understand with the Bruno haters. It's like, mate, he has literally been our best player in terms of. In terms of scoring and creating chances,
he's an outlet for chances and goals. Like if he's not there, the amount of less chances we would have is ridiculous. Like I'm sure he's created the most opportunities for people in the whole league. So so someone to be able to do that, you've got to have something going on that fails, you know, and that's just his part of his game where that fails. It's simple as that. And you know what? I don't even care anymore because he is still, for the most part, making the right decisions nowadays. And look, scores a goal, and he's a goal threat. And we don't have many of those right now, which you can rely on to score every single game. And he's one that if he does get a chance, I will back him to hit the target and score. Or if he gets a chance to put someone in, I back him to find them. And that's his game. But today wasn't one of his better games where he was more giving the ball away a little bit more than usual. That's why he gets a 6.
Yeah,
very
even with the goal, because let's face it, that goal papers over the cracks of his game today. You know what I mean? So magnificent player, wonderful captain. If Marcel's watching, I take it back what I said about him not being a captain, mate. I tell you, because he's proven me like his passion for the game is undeniable. You can see it every time he's out there. So yeah, great player.
I want to talk about Antony.
Yeah, you take it away because I see what you're going with him.
Nah, so look, he started the game. I was watching him thinking, right, let's see you today. So he started off bright. He was trying his best, trying to do bits. And then I was thinking, right, I'm not thinking of you as that player anymore. I got to think of you as the different player that is going to try and create angles to get shots off. So early on in the game, obviously he's kind of in and out, but he's still like working hard, linking the ball up okay. You can just see he just wants to always go on that left foot. I remember Gary Neville started mentioning it, and it's like, we know you're going to do that, mate. You know you're going to do that. He had a nice cut in and a shot, but then like every time it's like, it's going to be the cutting and shot. I've got to see him start using that right side, make people think he can go down the right side the same way Mahrez does it. If he adds that to his locker, it opens him up to a whole new player, and then we're going to see much more goals from him. So I think if Ten Hag gets hold of him in training and gets him to do that, then that would be great. But the good thing is in that first half, he had that shot that went just wide. He had another shot which went right over. He had that. Then he picks up the ball, plays someone, and then starts running in behind. Remember what I told you? If he played through the middle, that was where that chance came from. He went in the middle, and then he's now trying to drive through, playing 1-2s and getting on the end of it. And I thought, the way I tell people to finish when you're in the middle of the goal, it's near side unless the keeper's covering it. And he went across goal. When you're in the middle, it's near side. When you're on the left, it's far side, and you're on the right, it's far side. And he went across at the wrong time. But look, he chose the wrong choice, but it's a great piece of play. And then also for the goal, Casemiro, who is it? Was it Casemiro finds him inside, and then the ball bounces up and he gets a nice
reaction shot, yeah.
And keeper hits it out for Weghorst to score. So look, all in all, I gotta say, for what I know he is now, he did what he does. He had 3 or 4 opportunities, hits the target, makes the keeper work. If he's going to continue doing that, I'm okay with it. So I'm giving him a 7 today. I believe that he's a 7. So I don't know what you think, but I believe that I'm giving that a 7.
Listen, I'm also giving him a 7, and I agree with everything you say, but I'm now going to go on the flip of that because he obviously heard me mugging him off in our chat. Because before that point, he wasn't doing these things, man. He grew into the game, but what I've noticed about him is he doesn't offer himself enough. He doesn't offer himself enough. He's like when I used to play on the wheel, I was always moving to get my marker off me. You know what I mean? He's quite happy. He's just to take the ball. It's a confidence thing. That's great that he's confident to take the ball with the man behind him and everything. You know what I mean? But also he will play a pass and then not offer himself again, not look for the return ball. That lasted about 20 minutes. And then after that, he started growing into the game really well. As you said, at one point, I thought he had moved into the centre and Bruno had moved out to the right flank. That happened at one point. It hadn't, but I think
Bruno. I did have a chat with Eric Ten Hag earlier in the game. So I called him while he was on the side. I was like, listen, mate, just put him through the middle. You know, I've told everybody that I want to see him through the middle. Please do it. And he did.
Yeah, I think Bruno just covering the space always. But no, grew into the game, lovely. And that's exactly what I want to see more of him. I want to see him in the mixer like he was for that shot for Weghorst's goal. I need to see him there causing dramas, causing problems for the back line week in, week out. I was quite harsh on him for the first 20 minutes, but after that, this is definitely one of his better performances this season. And it's exactly what you're saying, this is the player that we've got to understand he is. You know what I mean? He isn't like when Palestri come on, going to just attack down that flank. He's almost like what you used to call a cultured bowler. You know what I mean? It's about taking the ball, like keeping the man off him, drawing players to him and passing it out. So maybe it is a fact that also, again, like I was saying, as good as Wan-Bissaka's been recently, you mentioned this in the chat the other day, Wan-Bissaka doesn't overlap around the side of him, so he doesn't have that option for the defender to be drawn away to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which gives him a bit of space. So listen, good, reasonable game, decent. He's got an assist now as well. I presume that's an assist for that shot. Lovely little shot, lovely couple of shots. Yeah, good game.
Yeah, well done, Antony. Keep that going, keep improving, and we'll be happy with that. Mr. Rashford, Kylian Rashford.
Oh, mate, Hakeem said that the defenders were like the defenders didn't know what to do, mate. Like, I don't think it was they were poor.
Where did he go?
Don't get me wrong, they're always lucky. Them ones, if the defender doesn't get the foot in at the right time and you just knock it past him, of course they are. You know what I mean? But
I call that a FIFA goal. You know when the better players run into you and you win the ball and then they still keep it and you're like, how the hell did that player still keep the ball? How's that happen? He's through on goal as well. Bounced perfectly for him.
Yeah. Listen, he's on fire, the kid. He's absolutely on fire. Long may it continue. Like we were saying before, and he's already on 18 goals now. So hopefully we'll see 30s to mid 30s to high 30s this season if he keeps up this form. In all fairness, he was a constant danger, but apart from the goal, there was a lot of like balls that he played in that nothing come from it. So it is only a 7 again for me for Rashford.
Exactly.
There you go. There we go. We saw the same game, Dave. We watched the same game, mate. So it's still a 7. Lovely goal, especially the snap, like quickly doing it with his left foot, like Roy Keane said, into the bottom corner instead of trying to. His finishing out of nowhere has seemed to just improved like tenfold. We were talking about how he doesn't find corners only 10 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden, mate, everything he touches, onion bag.
Yeah,
so,
he's killing it, mate. He's absolutely killing it. But that's what people said about him in training. Remember, I can't remember who said it, but in England training, they said, I've never seen him. You know, Rashford is so good finishing. His finishing is so amazing. And even they said his free kicks are amazing as well. So I think there's more to come from this guy. You know, we've already seen a lot of good from him, but there's still more to come from him as 100%. Well. He's slowing things down and speeding it up as well. I'm loving that because that's exactly what you need when you're a winger. And I can see he's running at like 3/4 pace as well, not killing himself to get to balls as well. And then slowing it down, picking it up, slowing it down, picking it up, cutting in, cutting out, is now being that menace on the wing where you don't know what he's going to do. Yeah. But before, he used to just knock it, and then sometimes like the player's already there, and you're like, why are you trying to knock it? Oh, you're going to knock it. I'll just be there, no problem. But now, nah, mate, he's a different kettle of fish right now. And like I say, he's getting up there. I'm like, listen, what's going on, Kylian? Like, you trying to be Mbappe now, or what? What's going on? What is going on with you, actually? We can start talking about you up there again, near him, but not there. Oh,
no, yeah. Mbappe's the closest comparison in position and play. Mbappe's clear of everyone, though. There's to be fair about it. But in position sense and the way he plays, that is the comparison, no two ways about it. Did you see? I didn't notice this. You know this celebration. Did you know where it's come from? He went to do the Mbappe, didn't he? A few weeks ago, apparently, and Rashford realised halfway through doing it that he was doing the Mbappe. And just went and then that's his celebration, mate. So,
my god! Is that what he said?
They showed it. Literally, I'll find it and send it to you, mate. You see him doing. You see it. He goes to do it, and you can see his face like, "Oh, I can't do the Mbappe. I'm Rashford." And then changed it.
You know what was Liberties as well, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed it yet, but Surridge, he tried to do the Cristiano.
Yeah. I was going to say this.
Were they taking a mick that you lot get rid of Cristiano or what?
I don't know. I hope it's that because the flip of that is that professional footballers are now copying other footballers' celebrations. And I ain't about that life, Nate. I ain't about that, mate. I don't want to see that, bro.
Like it?
No, I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see that. Either make up your own celebration. Don't be copying other people's, though. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Everyone copying nowadays is mad. But look, Cristiano, I can understand Cristiano to a certain extent because obviously
if you're a kid in the park, mate.
Yeah, he's coming to the end of his career. He's one of the greatest ever players ever, and you're never gonna get that again if you get what I mean. And for what he's done, and he's left now, so maybe you can give someone a blight for that. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, I didn't think of it. No, to be fair, I think it might have been him taking the mick. To be fair, out of us because doing it. So, and that's why it got disallowed, mate. Karma, bro.
Exactly. Don't try that with us, lad. Don't try that with us. But Mr. Weghorst has come in. And you know what? I'm going to just say he done what he's supposed to do. And like I was saying today, the other day, he's expected to get a chance by the third game. And let's see how he does when he gets that chance. And he puts it away. And, you know, his hold-up play was good. Again, he's obviously not mobile. We know that. We know he can't move. He's treading treacle all over the place. But at the end of the day, that's what his job is to do. And again, we didn't really supply him again. Only from that chance, from a shot, he's getting. He didn't even get somebody giving him the ball perfectly yet. I remember Antony did put him through, but it took a while for him to get on it and slot it in the corner. And then he got caught. Yeah, I'm giving him a 7. He's got his goal, and his hold-up play was pretty good, and that's what you're going to get. So you can't give him any less, otherwise he'll never get a 7. So yeah,
No, Dave, I'm fully up, mate. I'm exactly with you. It's a 7 for me as well. It's 100% a 7. Got his goal, looked more dangerous today, getting used to the system. Nice hold up play, nice passing out. But again, it's just like I said when we signed him, do not expect this man to be bagging 10, 15 goals for us. It just isn't going to happen with him because A, we don't play to his style. You know, he's not going to be getting them headers from us. And B, exactly what I thought. He's 6'6". Even if you were fast at like maybe I'm 6'3", like you're just not as fast as a smaller player. You know, I mean, you're just not like. So sometimes it really does look like it takes him a long time to get up to pace, bro. But solid game from him today, I thought, and you saw the signs of what we can expect from him going forward. Solid 7, solid performance.
Yeah, he does hold up the ball very well. When it comes into him, I feel like already he's going to hold it up well. He's going to see whoever's running past him, he's going to find them to their feet. They're not stretching. They're not running after it. You know, they're just getting on it. And then he's trying his best to get in the right areas to get on the end of anything that comes his way. So, you know what? Hats off to him for the hard work he's doing as well. He pressured the ball, won the ball, like block shots. He's trying his hardest to do what he needs to do. And look, he's trying to contribute to our cause. And anyone who's trying to do that, you got to say hats off to him, to be fair. So well done, Weghorst, for your first goal in United colours.
Lovely finish as well. Lovely finish from him. So,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell my son. I said, he's good at finishing in the box. He's good in the air when scoring headers. So get that ball to him in them areas. And this is his first chance that we've seen him actually have a shot. And it goes in. So I know it's a rebound, but it's still a goal. End of the day,
that's a striker's finish. You know that, Nate. That's a strike that you got to be there.
That's not easy, by the way. It looks
not easy, mate. Yeah,
but you hit that, it's going over. So
not easy at all.
See you later. Ball's off in.
That's not a tap-in, man. I know people think that's a tap-in, but that's not. It's rolled across to you and you just slide it over there. So, like, no, not easy. Industrious. That's the word I'm looking for. Industrious performance from him. So,
last man, Mr. Ten Hag. What are you giving him?
It's an 8. It's an 8 for Ten Hag. It's an 8. Oh, do you know it's a 9 because he couldn't have done it much more. We won 3. Yeah, look at that. What more can you ask from him? You know, we've won 3-0 in a cup semi-final. Yeah, what more? You know what I mean? Apart from like if we'd won 7-0 or something, that's the only reason he's not getting a 10. You know what I mean? Great substitutions. Obviously, you didn't get to see Palestri as much as I did. He came on, done very well.
Saw him there. I saw him give the ball away twice to Adeli.
Oh, yeah, that was just unlucky at the end, but he done well before there, mate. You know what I mean? Garnacho coming on, Fred
chance as well. He got slotted through. I think it was Bruno put him through, and then it went to. I think it went. Who did he go to? Went to someone else, and then they nearly had a goal, a shot in, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's when he ended up fouling him as well. You know what I mean? So, but listen. Solid from Ten Hag. You can't grumble with his performances, with what he's done today. Set up right. We owned Nottingham Forest for pretty much all of the game. As muggy as that sounds, he's saying we did. We played him off the park, so his tactics won. You know what I mean? So yeah, solid 9 for him.
Exactly why I'm giving him a 9. So you sit there and you think, right, was the selection right? Yes, it was. Did we win? Yes, we did. Did we keep a clean sheet? Yes, we did. Was it a nice, comfortable victory? Yes, it was. Was it away at a ground where most teams are struggling? Yes, it was. Is it his first time there? Yes, it is. Are we first leg we're up? Yes. Did he make substitutions and bring on the young boys? Yes. Did he take off the best players that he's got early on? Yes. What more do you want? Like, give him a 10. Could give him a 10. He did.
That's what I'm saying. Let's apart from the fact we didn't win 8-0, you know what I mean? That's the only thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, your reasoning is spot on, Nate. Exactly right, man.
For him to be where he's at now already. It is just ridiculous. It's like no, I don't know any manager that's come in and in their first season from a team that's in turmoil, do what he's done. Like look at Pep when he come in. They were struggling. They didn't get too far, and also he had to bring in loads of players in the end over all them years, and then all of a sudden they start winning. Even Arteta struggling, and now he's getting it. This guy's come straight in. Klopp even struggled. Klopp struggled early on.
First season was Klopp struggled, mate. Yeah.
Look what he's doing in the season where he's got a season to get it right. He's getting it right early doors, mate. All he has to do now is strengthen up the squad and then tinker with things because some players you might get a little wrong Or you might think, you know what, he ain't enough for what I need. I still need a bit more. Let me find someone else to kind of go in there. But look, man, I'm telling you, like what he's got at his disposal, the injuries he's had, the decisions he's had to make. How many games have we played now where we're like, we can't fault this guy for decision making, on field decisions? It's like, it's just unbelievable. That's just signs of a top manager. Yeah. And I'm really happy that we got him in. And you know, like when we were saying him, or at the time it was him, or what's his name from Tottenham,
Poch.
Yeah, Poch. And look, this is no brainer. This guy's a winner. He's a winner, and I'm happy. So yeah, on to the next. Who we got weekend? We got Palace.
Reading. No, Reading in the FA Cup.
Then Palace.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah, Reading 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, then second leg versus these next week again, 8 o'clock, and then we've got Palace again in the league at home.
Yeah.
So
and then we've got Aston Villa back to back or something like that. We've got
again. No way.
Yeah, no, hold on. Who is it we've got? We've got someone
like 3 times.
Yeah, so someone else then. Hold on, let's go matches quickly just before we jump off, because we've got Forest, Leeds. We've got Leeds back to back, 8th and 12th of Feb in the league. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how can this be? Like, how do they do this? Yeah,
World Cup.
Premier League Wednesday, Sunday.
Then Barcelona, mate.
It's only 1 hour away, so yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah. So,
no.
Yeah, that Barcelona game first away at Nou Camp on the Thursday, the 15th of Feb, is going to be a big one.
That's quarter to 6 kickoff as well. Remember that, everyone. The Barcelona game's a quarter to 6 kickoff, that first leg. So, I can't wait for that now, Nath. I can't wait. I was a little bit like, but now I'm just like, yes, bring them on. Because that's a classic game. Man United, Barcelona, that's European heavyweights going toe to toe, mate. That's a game for everyone. Even if you hate Man United, you're tuning in to have a little look-see at that. You know what I mean? So
I think that's the big game of this season, like the biggest game of this season now to look forward to. I mean, I know we got Liverpool again, but yeah, that's not as big now as we once had it the last few years. So yeah, I think that's the end of the era, mate. That's the end of the era. Yes, sir. Andreas says, "You're not good though." Well, we're into the first. Well, we won our first round, innit?
Hold up, we've got Liverpool. Is it a Liverpool fan in the room?
Liverpool still getting top 4. You crazy? I thought that a bit earlier, but Van Dijk getting injured as well, and he's not the same player anymore after that injury. Look, you guys are fighting to really get your mojo back. Mane just killed you guys. He's make you guys had a big time drop off.
So, Leicester fans.
Leicester fan, are you? You think Liverpool gonna still get top 4? They're quite far off, aren't they? If I look at where they are in the league right now, how many?
They're 10 points. 10 points off us, I think.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. You know, it's 10 points. A bit too much for me. Surely 10 points is a bit too much. Don't you guys?
They do have a game in hand. So
okay,
still they've not been performing though. You know what I mean?
They can. Look, it is the thing. If they can come back now and go on a mad surge like they used to be, the old Liverpool, that will take some going. I don't think they are going to go on that because they're no longer that team. I just think they're no longer that team. They're getting older. They're not that team anymore. Anyway, this is a Man United show. This is not. Get them off our lips, mate, until we're playing them. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining in. Thanks a lot for your comments. If you're new, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification for the next game, the next pre-match. We actually got our weekly show tomorrow at 8. So that'll be a good one to look at. Got some people to talk about here because I am going in. It is an Antony. There is a bit of an Antony one on tomorrow. Going in a bit more detail on where he is in the league of wingers. Where is he right now? I was mentioning it in the group, and I thought, you know what? I need to get people's opinion on this because where is his potential? Where can he get to? But where is he right now? And realistically, like who would take him over who in the league? So it'll be interesting.
A little teaser for him, Nate. Right at this moment, this particular moment, would you have St. Maximin over him?
You know what? St. Maximin's end product's bad, but he is so dangerous. It's ridiculous. I'd have Saint-Maximin, mate.
I was going to say, yeah, I can't disagree with you. It's a tough one. That's that, and there you go. That's going to be the show tomorrow night
and he's on the
that's
bench
what it's going to be.
Newcastle. But remember, they're the same level as us right now.
Yeah,
and he is a danger, mate. He's danger. Imagine he was on our right wing. Like, I don't care. We would obviously make him a bit better. We would teach him how to make the right decisions, but he will tear people new assholes all over the place. But the problem with him is, again, he gets injured quite easily as well. He's like, he's got all these wrappings on him, like he's a mummy or something. I'm like, why are you wrapped up so much? Like, to stop your thighs getting damaged. You're running too fast for your body, mate. So yeah,
the veteran at a Sunday league, it takes him 25 minutes to get ready for it. Does both knees, both ankles, tape, then muscle straps all up his back and everything, you know.
Mumra, the ever living, yeah. So we got to stop that, mate. If anyone knows about, anyone know about Mumra? Thundercat.
Mumra. Yeah. I was going to say, yeah. Come on, mate. Hey. I won't lie, though. That's a little bit old school, bro, for a lot of people, mate.
Thundercats is sick. Anyone know about Thundercats in here or what? Antony is a YouTube footballer, and we saw that on.
That's what we're going to see. Yeah, they're the comments we're going to see, and I can't honestly, Andreas, I can't 100% disagree with you at the moment because we haven't seen him set the world alight. But it was a much better game today for him, 100%.
Yeah, I was happy with his performance today, so I'm not going to kill him off today. I've got to give him his props when he gives it. When he's not doing it, I can give him whatever I need to give him then. But until then, look, man. It's been good. It's been lovely. Another 3-0 victory. How different is it from last year to this year, where we were just going, should we even do a flipping show? This game, I don't even want to talk about that. There was nothing to talk about. But this year, it's a total different feeling. I'm loving it, mate.
I swear some of the shows last year were about 9 minutes long, mate. Come on. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5. Let's get out of here, mate.
3, 3, 3. Oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. But anyone, I think you will get better just not doing it at the moment, says Andreas.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, you are a new name, Andreas, aren't you? I haven't seen you on here. Looks like Cypriot, Greek, something. Kyprianou. That sounds like Cypriot to me or Greek. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, mate. Hit that like. Everyone hit that like, please. I want to see some thumbs up once I come off the show. But yeah, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Anyone, Garth, thanks for coming on again.
Pleasure as always, mate.
I'm Nathan, that's Garth. This has been Duke United Show. Peace out.